So before we get into it proper, I want to at least play the launch trailer in celebration of Sony releasing a game that didn't die a week later. A game that actually got
turn on the ETB.
You know, after being able to bounce back from Concord, deserves at least some acknowledgement. So
that's not gonna make Concord numbers back though.
I mean, it won't, but you know, you can't. You got to take a win when you can.
Yeah, bro, that sealed the deal right there, bro. But then the first 5 seconds of the trailer, you already had an idea.
Yeah.
It has too many things working for it, man.
Right. It's like you can't complain about the graphics. They chose a graphical style. You can't complain about the gameplay. Everything they're showing here looks completely different from the last part of the trailer.
But it's actually good.
Yeah.
It makes sense. The games that they're playing are fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, why couldn't they do this with Mario?
But that's what I'm saying. It feels like a Mario for PlayStation in the best way possible. But like, I'm not saying that as a slight. I'm like, this feels good to look at. I'm sure probably even better to play.
What happens when you let people be creative? I'm just saying.
No, you're right. I have no retort. You're right.
But like, I feel like this cures depression, and I'm someone who hates depression. This will jot up to my top 10 games.
But isn't that? And we'll talk more about it when the trailer wraps up. But like, isn't that what video games are supposed to do, bro? To some degree.
Absolutely.
Like that cinematic pivot that we started doing, like post PS3, Xbox 360 area. I'm like, I wish that would just go away. Like this is just, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, every game's a post-apocalyptic era where my dad is halfway turning into a zombie.
Right.
My dog is my best friend.
Right.
I will definitely have to say this: Game of the Year nominee.
Yeah, nominee. I don't think it's gonna win, but nominee.
You'll be surprised, bro. Like I do feel like, all right, what they did right here was all the right steps, man. It is definitely a good spiritual success. I'm not even going to even say to just a Little Big Planet, but just to the legacy titles of Sony. Like when you were seeing the different avatars, you know, for the Astro Bot, it's just like, bro, I had to pause. Like, bro, I forgot some of these franchises even existed, bro.
Yeah.
Even existed, man. So it really goes to show you, man, you know, the people who made this, they care. And, you know, especially being like a studio under the Sony brand name, they said that, bro, we want to show up. And that's what I really like about the Sony studios. There's a way to pay honor to each other. Because, you know, we've seen it happen with Insomniac. We've seen it happen with Naughty Dog. You know, we've seen it. What's the
other
other
one? The
one?
Horizon developers. Where they in the God of War.
Guerrilla Games.
Guerrilla
yes.
Games.
So like, there's ways to do it, man. And I'm very very happy for this, man. This is a real great title. You know, the support is there, and you know, we just see like, you know, how far does it really go?
Yeah.
You know, it took a tutorial, installed game, and you took it to greater heights.
Yeah. It's in a lot of ways, from everything that I've seen so far with the reviews, I'm like, bro, this is, granted, it doesn't single-handedly fix the problem, but it feels like a direct answer. When we had that pod of like, where are the mascot characters in this generation? Sony was like, here you go. Here it is. Here's this game. It's going to be an amazing platformer. It's going to make you think of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. It's going to make you think of every Mario comparison you can, but on the power of the PS5. And we're going to pay homage to our whole like discography. And you already know we're going to turn Astro Bot into an icon character. The plushies are coming. Yeah, the Funko Pop's coming. You know what I'm saying? Like the marketing starts now, I'd say, on like Astro Bot.
Yeah, that team. Because as far as art direction, man, I was like, man, when I was playing it, because my homie had the PlayStation, I said, yo, this feels, looks, and is just like stress free. Like, I like this world. I'll turn it on and let it run, just to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just that appealing to the eye. That's the type of vibes it was giving me. And so now I'm like, this is a very good, well directed, well created game. They need to give these people props, man. And you know, kind of let them have fun the next game and the next game after that.
Yeah,
you know, let's
put them
not
into
hope it gets,
the Sony like assembly line.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Or don't turn them into Insomniac, where it's like we're putting the company on your back. Go Lil Wayne this right now. Go run Cash Money for all of us.
Yeah,
what you say something?
I also feel like, this opens up the floor of discussion, and, also like to entice Sony, like, well, bro, you're sitting on so many properties. And because I know there was a comment the other day, I think one of the Sony heads was like, oh, yeah, we're lacking in IPs. And people were like, what? Like, and this is a prime example. It's like, bro, like you're sitting on so many things, but you're kind of just so overly focused of these cinematic action adventures.
Yep.
But then it's like, outside of Rift Apart, when was the last time we had a platformer of this magnitude? Or when was the time we had like such a rich RPG, like, Legend of Dragoon and things of that nature? But then it's like, yeah, you keep relying on the Final Fantasy franchise, but then where's your own?
It's not. Can I say something? It's not. Final Fantasy is doing what I hope to see more of.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and I hate when people like I'm not giving Wukong Game of the Year. I'm not going to give it to Game of the Year. It doesn't, it's a great game. It's cool. It's fine. It's fun. But like Game of the Year over Final Fantasy, which is, dog, it's a complete pizza pie with your favorite toppings, wings, garlic bread, and a bottle of Chianti, if from Italy. Like, what is? And the thing is, Sony needs more of that. They need more of that. I want to see more. Why did you stop? Okay, you don't have to make Sly Cooper anymore. Make a game.
Well, actually, they need to finish.
I'm saying in the sense. Oh, okay, so I'm saying, like, for example, I don't know how far the story is, but thank you. I don't know if the story was completed, but like, yo, you need games where I can breathe. Give me another Astro Bot. Give me a new version of Crash Bandicoot. You guys have, okay, what type of, give us games that, maybe these might not be recognizable to children, but maybe let's get a game where everybody could play. Let's get a racer in. Why do I need it? I don't want to play for the life of me a Grand Theft Auto all the time. Not Grand Theft Auto, Gran Turismo all the time. I want to play something a little bit more liberating. Can I play an F-Zero? Can I play a game to where we're on mechs and we're just racing? A mech driver battle race game? Something fun.
But I think that speaks to the point you made, S-Rank, a couple pods ago about Xbox, right? Of like, we don't know what the bar is for Sony, right? Because, we've all seen the rumors and the things that have been confirmed so far about how there was a Crash 5 in the works, and then he's supposed to cross over with Spyro, it was going to be like a team-up adventure, and that got canceled. And it's like, well, if Crash 4 sold well, the Crash repackaging sold well, you're putting Crash Bandicoot all in Astro Boy, what's the problem? What were the numbers you were hoping for with the Crash Bandicoot revival? Like, who doesn't like Crash Bandicoot, right? I'm sure Tim in a couple of years could show Crash Bandicoot to his nephew. Hey, here's this Bandicoot with pants who runs around with the Uka Uka mask, and be like, yeah, I want to play that. It's there's nothing about that says like, I don't want to play this character.
And then to prove it to you, look at Ratchet and Clank, man.
Yes.
You think if they don't drop a new Jack and Dexter, I'm not gonna play that? Jack and Dexter in middle school was like, the Jack 3's about to drop. People were outside waiting for Jack 3 to drop, man. I remember that. Jack 3. Jack and Dexter 3. It wasn't no Call of Duty Doom. We were grown men waiting. I know grown men was saying, I'm about to go get that Jack 3, man. Can't wait to have fun with this. And you do that. You make games that people want to play that are addictive. Like, did you see the canceled Halo game?
No.
They had like a Lego inspired, but they're Mega Bloks Halo game. They canceled it. I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, yo, you guys needed this. This is a Game Pass game that you put in Game Pass. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, this is fire. Cancel.
It's one of those things where I'm like, I hope that. Well, I do think that the fact that this game was able to see completion, the fact that Astro Boy is not like an immediate icon
I'm
character,
happy. I'm
it's
happy
like a vouch of like, okay, Sony sees the potential.
Do
here.
they?
I think they do. I think they do.
I think. I'm gonna say. Here's why I'm gonna say they don't. Because when we're about to slide into next. That's why. That's why.
I mean, before we go all, before we go all jumping off the top rope, and like tag teaming in, Sony, like
I like that.
I still wanted to get them their highs, right? To get them their congratulations. Like for me, it's like it's only because I've been traveling so much lately that I haven't bought Astro Bot. But I'm like, I want to get Astro Bot. Like I don't.
Is it $70?
I think it's 60.
No, it's 50. Yeah,
It's even better. Even better. Right? Like it's not at a top tier price point. The
you know what I
reviews I've
realized?
seen.
Wukong is the same price as well.
Yeah, Wukong is $50.
Like, so like I was like,
That's why I copped it. Yeah, that's why I copped
I'm copping, bro. I'm copping it too.
So like even when they said this whole 70 price hike, is like, are y'all starting to scale back on that? Well,
I think they
not
are.
everybody, because Ubisoft, they shamelessly promoted Outlaw, so that's price.
Come on now, bro. The quote unquote licensing fees aren't going to pay for themselves, Tim. The Star Wars IP is expensive. We can't just get that for the free.
Whatever.
Oh my goodness, boy.
But I feel like the thing that's like with Astro Bot, it's like I think it's one of those things where it's like it is a test run, right? I don't expect it to sell 5 million units, right? It's not going to be packaged with the PS5 Pro, for example.
Right away.
Right, but I think that's okay. Right? That's okay.
Same.
But it just depends on what Sony wants. Like what's the projections of like what, when you see a game like that, like what do you see as a win? You know what I'm saying? Like what's the thing that says like, oh, okay, like y'all do like our IPs, and gets the CEO to be like, hey, let me dust off this vault and open this, these floodgates of IPs that you guys have been literally sleeping on for generations.